Hello and welcome to this week's Curiosity Show. Today we're going to show you a snake from a bottle. So why don't you join us? A very mobile snake, but one which is made of nothing more complex than corks, ribbon, pins, glue and paint. Let me still it for you and show you. There we are, lots of corks shaped, stuck on a ribbon so the whole thing flexes when I hold it by the tail. Well, let's see how we do that. First of all, get the corks. The best sort of corks, I reckon, are wine corks. New if you can get them, but old ones are just as good as long as they're all the same sort of size, the same thickness, and, if you can, the same sort of length. What you have to do is to cut them down the middle with a hacksaw blade. Hacksaw is just as good. Hacksaw blade, well, it's probably even better because it's more manoeuvrable. And you split the cork, make sure you don't go off the midline, cut all the way down like that, and when you finish, you'll get two half corks. There they are, with a rather rough surface, which you're going to clean up with sandpaper. And while you're on the sandpaper, you'll also grind off that curvy surface. And I'll take one of these and show you what I do. First of all, work on coarse sandpaper to begin with, because it speeds things up a lot. Put the flat surface down and work that around. That'll grind that flat for the glue. Then turn it over and hold it at this sort of angle and work on the round surface. You won't have to do much of that on the coarse sandpaper before it's filed down to a good sort of chamfered finish. Do that on the other end, then transfer the whole thing to fine sandpaper like this, and the resulting sort of cork worked again over all those surfaces will be like this. And you do that for about 12 corks and make sure that you keep the half of each cork together. If you mix them up, you're going to get bits of uneven length and the thing won't work awfully well. Then you glue them onto some ribbon and make sure the ribbon is just the same width as the cork. If it's not, you're in for trouble. And you get a piece of cork, put some glue on it, stick it down there, get the next cork, stick it down behind it, and work your way all the way down the ribbon like this, remembering to put the other half of the cork beside these so you don't lose track of which is which. Well, I can show you what would happen if we did that with the snake that I started with. Here it is. I've finished that part, but if I continue this half, I'd have a half a cork there, and I'd glue that on, and I'd work all the way down one side before turning it over and doing the other. When I did that though, the other half of the cork would come in there. And you can see it tends to move around a bit. A rubber band holds it in place while the glue dries, and make sure that between each segment of snake you have just enough ribbon to allow the thing to flex. You can see there that that chamfered bit of cork is what allows the snake to bend in that way. Make it for about, I suppose, about 12 corks long, and you should have a very realistic snake once you've shaped the head and put some pins in for eyes. Here we go.